Hello, everyone. I want to thank you so much for being here again with us. We are Young's Daughters Funeral Home and Bereavement Center. My name is Sabrina Young, and I have my girlfriend today, Chesney Sellers. And thank you so much, Chesney, for joining us today.
Thank you.
And she is with Western Hills Nursing Home and Assisted Living. Is that correct?
Rehab, assistant nursing and rehab. hmm
Tell us a little bit about yourself and about Western Hills.
I have been a nurse with geriatrics for about 15 years. My background is either in holistic medicine or with geriatrics and home health. I transitioned into the facility a couple of years ago after my own accident and learning how important therapy and rehab is. And so now I'm here bringing my skills to this population.
Well, I'm sure you're doing a wonderful job because I've known you for many years now and I've seen your enthusiasm and your compassionate
Mhm.
care. So I know that the residents are probably having a hoot with you out there. But tell
Yes.
us a little bit about your facility. What kind of specialties do you have?
I mean, we're skilled nursing and rehab. So a lot of the patients come to us from the hospital when they need short-term rehab type stuff. We can do rehab back to home. They can also do rehab to where they go long-term, where they stay with us. Um, we can go from skilled to the assisted living. It just kind of depends on each patient. So we do have residents that come to us from the community for long-term stays for permanent residents. So we can be kind of versatile.
I like how you also make it feel like at home. In passing, we've always talked about trying to make the patients feel at home. How do you use your assisted living facility and rehab place? What makes it feel like home?
Well, we are not one of the newer ones in town. We have been in the community for quite a while. Um, so in order to compete with some of the new pretty buildings, it's not about the building, it's about the service that we provide. So we are fortunate that we have a really active group. I mean, we've got them from in their 40s all the way up. We have one right now that's 102, but we have a really active group. And so we try to have a lot of engagement and activities and things for them to do. We have an activity director that is awesome. So we have a really strong social calendar with all different kinds of activities and engagements. We try to partner with the community. Salmons is right next to us, and we do stuff with them. We've got several schools and daycares and churches that are close by. And so we've always got reps and stuff that are coming in, helping do activities, games, church. Um, our residents always are letting us know what kind of things that they would like to do. And so we're always looking for things to keep them engaged and involved. And so we
Well, that's
just
really
try to
good.
keep.
That is really good that
Mhm,
you're bringing in faith and you're bringing in activities and things that
mhm,
are a variety of ages that you guys can accommodate. How does
mhm.
your team ensure personalized care and support for each of the individual needs? Like, what do you guys how does that work?
I usually am one of the very first ones that is in contact with the resident or the families through the hospital and stuff. And so I really try from the beginning to kind of get an idea of what kinds of things that they like. Are they a social person? Are they not a social person? What are some of their preferences? When they come to us, when they're coming to us long term, they can bring things from home to decorate their rooms to make them feel more comfortable. We have several little ladies that when you walk in, you'd swear you just walked into their apartment. Um, any of the stuff like that, we have opportunities for them to have their pets and stuff come and visit if they have pets at home that they miss. We can have arrangements for that. But any ways that we can kind of personalize their care to make it the transition over a little bit more streamlined, we try.
Well, that's amazing. Wow, I'm blown away that you allow pets to come into the
Yes.
facility and to
Yes.
give that love. I'm sure that's nurturing on so many various levels for the patients.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, so that's a huge win for you guys, I think. That was something definitely to brag about.
Yep.
I love the fact that you have social engagements and activities. With your
Mm-hmm.
activities director, can you elaborate a little bit on what type of activities? I know you said church, but what about things that are in the building or out of the building?
Oh, we have all kinds of stuff. At the moment, we are gearing up for our Mardi Gras celebration next week. We've probably got 15 different vendors and volunteers from the community that are going to come in. We'll set up different games and photo booths, and everybody's bringing food. Anytime we have a reason to have a social gathering, we try to. So we've got all kinds of holidays coming up. We just teamed up with Mercy House recently on Valentine's, did the Diamond Divas pageant, and we had several of our ladies that got to go over there and participate in that.
Oh,
Um, we have all kinds of entertainers that come. Elvis usually makes an appearance every couple of months. We have different singers and different groups. I mean, you name it. If they've asked us for something, we try to get it on the calendar. We've always got arts and crafts. We have cooking classes. They were doing the rocks today where they do the painted rocks because we're
oh,
fixing to have a
okay.
group that's going to, we've got one of the school groups that's wanting to come and do where they take them out to the community and hide them everywhere.
Oh,
So,
that's always fun.
mhm,
There's a lot of questions that families, especially when they come and they begin to pre-plan with me, or they're
mhm,
starting to think about aging in place and nursing homes. And, I'm kind of at a loss because I don't have that hat that you have. When it comes to nursing and picking out the right one for your loved one, tell us a little about the options that are out there and how you know you're getting what you need. Talk to me about that.
uh, so a lot of times, like when you're coming to us from the hospital setting, the hospital has to go off of like CMS scores. So the information that they can give the public is kind of limited. We try to encourage everybody to get on social media. This day and age, everybody has got a social media platform and everything. We have been very active on ours so that the community can see exactly what we're doing. It's not just some scores on a piece of paper. Come take a look. We are constantly inviting people to come in and tour our facility. Um, the biggest thing is when they come to us, you've got to take a look. This is a really big one. They've got to take a look at if they're going to be long term or if it's just for short term. With insurance and everything like that, you get situations where they're going to need long term, and that part of the process can get really tricky on families. The hospital doesn't even always know the way to navigate through Medicaid. Medicaid in the community is very different than Medicaid for a facility. And so the biggest thing is they just need to pick up the phone. They need to be calling the buildings. They need to be asking the questions. They need to be coming to the buildings and touring, getting a look and a feel for where you are going to put your loved one firsthand.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I would
Mhm.
definitely want to take a tour and facility and see that they're going to be happy and comfortable and thrive in the place that they are instead of feel miserable and you're not going to heal and you won't get out of rehab.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
those are really good key takeaways. If people wanted to come and take a tour at your facility, can you let them know how to do that?
You can look us up on Facebook. You can look us up on our website. You can either call the building or schedule a tour. You do not have to actually have an appointment. You can come at your convenience. Any of us that are up front are able to give a tour. We have a weekend receptionist that can also tour. If they need special consideration because of maybe work hours or something to where they can only tour in the evenings, they can let me know and I will meet them back up here to give them a tour in the evenings. I have met people up here on nights and weekends. But pretty
Again,
much,
that's your overextended care that you are.
yes,
I'm sure you would bend over backwards for everybody in the community,
yes.
knowing that they would be able to get to come and greet you. But I
Hmm.
definitely root for you, sister. I really think you make
Thank you.
probably the biggest difference. I'm sure it's all team effect, but
Yes.
your oversight and overcare on those people, I bet it just feels like a warmth of refreshing knowing that their loved ones are there with you. So hats
I
off to you.
think I think for me personally, the biggest thing is when you get to this level of care, most of these residents have either lost their spouse, lost their home, lost their jobs, lost their independence, lost their cars. They're told when to shower, what to eat. Everything is done and told to them when to do things. If there is any little small thing that I can do, that I can help accommodate with, that I can get for them that's within my power, I'm going to bend over backwards to do it for them. And I mean, and my door is always open. And trust me, it's Grand Central Station through here because they know. I mean, they know I'm a softie, but I can't help it.
Yeah, well, I felt that ever since I've known you. Do want people to know, yes, you can find them on Google, and yes, you can do that. But what's a direct phone number if they wanted to call after this video?
254 742 7500.
Great.
That's
Well,
our main number.
wonderful. And I definitely say get with Chesney. She'll definitely show you all the ins and outs. And
Yep.
Chesney, I want to thank you so much and your
Thank
group
you.
for having an episode on our channel here. We hope
Thank you.
that this people will share the content and let people know about Western Hills.
Thank you.
All right. Well, everybody, if you can share this content, find it helpful, please
Mhm.
tag other people that are in
Mhm.
need of nursing homes, assisted livings, and rehab facilities. Let them know
Mhm.
that this is certainly a wonderful option. Thank you,
Yes.
everyone, and y'all have a blessed day.
Thank you.